And we asked you at the top of the show, so what's been your favorite takeout? Katie Morse from the 7 Eyewitness Newsroom, what has been your best meal so far to go?
We ordered chicken cutlets from Marco's a couple weekends ago, and I'll tell you what, those were good.
There's a lot of wonderful things out there.
That wasn't the only thing that we got. Let me be very clear. There was chicken parm, there was spaghetti. You know, you get everything with it.
And your husband's like mine. He's a cook. I mean, he loves to cook in the house. So.
My husband likes to fancy himself a cook. He's really getting into it, though. I told you, he made pizza the other day, and they're good. But I got to watch all that pizza that I'm eating, you know?
I know. So I was complaining to my producer that I'm getting hooked on Nutella sandwiches, and I have to stop that.
You know, you said a chocolate sandwich.
It was so, I know. It's just.
You can't beat it.
You can't beat it. Anyway. Maybe you can let us know how it goes on the front lines.
Okay, right. So here's what we're going to talk about this morning. We'll start talking some numbers because that's what we've been doing every day. Right now, as far as positive cases go, we know that there have been 553 in Erie County. We do know 10 people, unfortunately, have died here in Erie County because of coronavirus. Statewide, we're seeing those really big numbers, more than 75,000 positive cases. The majority of them right now focus downstate. So we'll keep our eye on that throughout the day today. Governor Cuomo will likely hold a press conference, but I was just checking my phone. I haven't gotten any word as to when that press conference is going to be quite yet. But yesterday during his press conference, he said the apex he's thinking, the top of that curve we're talking, is going to be 7 to 21 days from now, likely 14 to 21 days from now. So we've still got a few weeks that we need to get through all of this, and we need to get that protective equipment for everybody who's on the front lines and fighting this, all of our medical staff. A couple positive things, though, because we need to look at the positives here, right? Wegmans is donating $600,000 to Feed More Western New York. It's going to help feed all of the people who are in need right now, and we know there are so many. And I do want to make this note, too, for any of the Catholics out there, because I know we have such a large Catholic community in Western New York. We did just learn earlier this morning they are not going to distribute those blessed palms for Palm Sunday this year. The diocese has decided that. They said, you know what, out of an abundance of caution, they said even if they left them in the vestibules of the church, they were worried that too many people would be going in and touching them, and we know that's how germs are spread, so they're not going to do that.
You know what, also, there is information on YouTube that Our Lady of Charity Parish already pre-recorded Palm Sunday Mass and Easter Sunday Mass and Good Friday Stations of the Cross already on YouTube.
Yeah, you know, it's changing a lot of traditions, and we get that. It's really tough. My mom and I were talking about the other day, okay, we're going to, you know, change Easter up. We do usually a Polish brunch, and then we'll do a big Easter dinner. We said maybe we'll FaceTime Easter dinner, and it just is what it is this year.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned FaceTime, because a lot of people are using their FaceTime and they're using their Zoom to connect with their families. However, we have learned that you have to be careful with those settings. Our Hannah Bueller has this story for you.
Obviously, nothing that was put in that chat or said over the microphone reflects any of the YMCA values or our mission.
During the coronavirus crisis, Zoom is a way that most of America is connecting virtually, be it businesses, churches, or schools. Even here at 7 Eyewitness News, we use Zoom for our content meetings. But Monday, during the YMCA of Buffalo Niagara's virtual family story time, hackers went in.
Some unknown participants jumped on and unmuted themselves and used foul language and other inappropriate content in the chat function of Zoom.
Mary Ilaraza with the YMCA says the organization quickly ended the chat.
Again, we sincerely apologize, and we did fix our security settings.
The FBI is also warning of this, saying this type of hacking is also called Zoom bombing, and says, quote, the FBI has received multiple reports of conferences being disrupted by pornographic and or hate messages and threatening language. Cybersecurity expert Arun Vishwanath says there are some things you should be doing to make sure your Zoom is secure.
So you want to make sure that the meeting host has control over the meeting, right? So these are all settings in Zoom where only the meeting host has access to the microphone as well as to the screen share.
Okay, so 3 things would be turn off the chat feature.
Turn off the chat. That's right. One would be turn off the chat feature. Second would be make sure that only the host screen is being shared.
If you're using Zoom for a meeting, you want to click on Manage Participants at the bottom and then click on Mute All. Uncheck the box that says Allow participants to unmute themselves. As for the YMCA, it's changed the security settings.
The reason why we're doing this is to, connect the community during this really difficult time.
Hannah Bueller, 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Hannah. And if I start broadcasting from home, I better get a second lesson on that. Just to make sure I'm doing that right.
Safety features, yeah.
Yeah, we did that on our cameras or on our phones last night with family, and it's really effective. It's really a great way to do things. How is it going in the newsroom? Ed is working from home. All our reporters are from home.
Right, so all of the reporters are working from home. Some of the anchors are still coming into the building. Ed's been working from home this week, and he's going to be working from home next week as well. And then just today, we started with Aaron at home.
Right.
So we are trying to keep as many people out of the building as possible, doing our very best to social distance. It's all about safety right now. And you know, you're just not supposed to be around as many people.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, look how far apart you and I are right now. So, you know, it's safety first, and we're all just rolling with it, and we're doing what we got to do to get it done.
You're waiting to see if the governor will be addressing everyone today. But what's interesting is that Governor Cuomo's younger brother, Chris Cuomo, who's a reporter, has tested positive for coronavirus. So because the governor has been in close quarters with Chris, I wonder how he's going to start reacting to that now, the governor.
He did mention it yesterday during his press conference. He did say, and I thought this was really interesting, a couple of weeks ago, his mother had been with Chris.
Right.
But they had a back and forth over it, and it was kind of in national news when the two of them were talking back and forth about what they should do with mom. And Governor Cuomo had insisted that she not stay with Chris and his family. And he said, well, this is the exact reason why, because his brother, he says, feels okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know he was really a carrier, so.
Well, speaking of the governor and his addresses, we thought we would pass along this programming note. Beginning this Friday, ABC will air encore episodes of General Hospital on Fridays through May 22nd, because the governor does like picking that time slot.
Right.
This will allow original episodes to air Monday through Thursday through Memorial Day. And the Friday encore episodes will include an introduction from a General Hospital actor, highlighting the episode and reinforcing that originals will air Monday through Thursday.
There you go.
So there you go. That's in case you've missed anything, they're going to start rerunning shows on Friday. And with that, we're going to take a quick break because it's still restaurant week to go. And we're going to hear from one of those local restaurants when we come back.